Hello there. Welcome back to the Change and Business Studies. We are going to look at paper two, and we are going to look at questions on business plan. So these are typical examination questions that we have and that we want to look at. So let's subscribe to this channel. More typical examination questions that are going to come. They are going to be uploaded. So let's subscribe and share. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing the Change Business Studies. Going back to our question, we are going to start by listing entrepreneurial qualities. So the first question that we have reads list four entrepreneurial qualities, and it's got 4 marks. Obviously, it requires you to raise four entrepreneurial qualities. We know that uh, anyone can be an entrepreneur, anyone can start his or her own business, but there are certain qualities that are expected for you to be a successful entrepreneur. So these are the qualities that are listed here. The first one that we have, and there I would say that we have got a desire for a responsibility. You should be a responsible person, and you should be able to take risks because operating a business. It's either you are going to make a profit or you are going to make a loss. So it's not guaranteed that you are going to make a profit. So that is taking a risk. So you should be in a position to be able to accept that anything can happen that is taking a risk. So this is what we have. And also you should have perseverance. Don't give up too easily. You should be someone who is able to fight until you achieve your objectives of the business, that is attaining high profits. So this is what we have. On the next one, we've got good management and leadership skills, and also we've got confidence in one's ability to succeed. We've got the high levels of energy. You should also be passionate and dreams with a clear vision. Organizational skills, a high degree of commitment, flexibility, and willpower to overcome obstacles. So basically, this is a rundown in terms of expected entrepreneurial qualities. And remember, our question only needed four of the points. So obviously, you can just choose the ones that are easy for you to comprehend. So going to the next part of the question, it reads, explain what is a business plan. But we know that a business plan is a document that outlines the company's goals and strategies to achieve them. So we should see the goals in the business plan, and we should also see the strategies of how are we going to achieve those goals, or how are we going to get to the objectives of the of operating the business. So you will see that it is valuable. The business plan is also valuable to both startups, that is someone who is starting to operate a business, or it can also be valuable to an established business. A business that has been operating for some time can also do a business plan. So a business plan is not only restricted to those that are starting to operate. It can be also used by someone who has been operating for some time for certain purposes. So you see that the reasons why we are having established business, having business plans, is to make sure that they stay on track on their activities and also align with their growth objectives. So in terms of alignment of growth objectives and also staying on track in terms of their activities can be the reason why we are having established businesses engaging in business plans. But for new operating businesses, obviously, this is to attract lenders or attract investors. The startup businesses that are starting to operate would be looking for funding. So they are going to use this for the when they apply for funding to the financial institutions, or they want to attract new investors in the business that they want to start to operate. So the explanation that we have according to this question, which is saying explain what is the business plan, and it was also 4 marks. So you'd see that one of them is saying it is a step-by-step guide to converting a business idea into a real business. Then the second point is saying it is a written a description of future business. Remember, we're saying it's a document, so it becomes a written description of a future business. And the third point is saying explain how business owner will this is for a startup business. Then we've got analyze potential strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So remember, this is the SWOT. We are in the position to identify our strengths, our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats by writing that business plan. So the next one is saying describe how the business will deal with competitors, and also you have describe how the business will market its goods and services. And lastly, we have got can be used to attract investors and employees. So this is what we have in terms of what is a business plan. So whatever is being pointed out there is what explains a business plan. So we have to go to the next part of the question, which is the last part, which is saying outline info components of business plan. So what do you find inside the business plan? We are saying a business plan is a document. So what does it contain? If we take a business plan, what are you going to see inside it? Those are the components that we have them listed there. So in the business plan, we are supposed to see a cover page, a title page, or an index. So we are also going to see an executive summary inside the business plan, a description of the business, and also the product or service that business wants to produce. If it's a startup, we are going to see what is the product that the business wants to engage in, or what is the service that it wants to engage in. Then we also have legal requirements, and they also be stated in that business plan. And then the market research there should also be there in terms of the customer information of the company. Here we're talking about the organogram, levels of authority of that organization. How do we expect our levels of authority to be in our business? This explains the organogram. Then lastly, we've got the financial analysis. So on the financial analysis, what are the expected profits that we are supposed to we are expecting to make, and we should take them in the financial analysis. What are the costs? What are going to be the revenues that we are going to receive, and the costs? And obviously, we are going to come up with the profit. Remember, we are trying to convince financial institutions if you want funding. So this is what we have in terms of components of a business plan. So please, let's subscribe and share. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 business studies. Let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.